In scouting, I learned how to be confident with myself as a person, as well as how to handle tough situations. I can remember one time when I was in the varsity scout program. We had to do a very hard thing. I never had rappelled in my life, and I remember my leader, Brother Coe, he was telling me, "Hey, Trev, we're gonna go up the canyon up by Draper, Utah. We're gonna go look over by the temple. We're gonna go down your very first rappel." And I was like, "Oh, all right, that sounds like fun, you know?" And he forgot to tell me that it was gonna be 85 feet, but I was like, "Oh, sweet, you know, it's rappelling, you know?" And so we get up there, he starts hooking in my harness, and I was so scared. Oh my goodness. I didn't even know what to do. I wanted to start crying. I was like, "I can't do this, Jason. I can't do this at all, Brother Coe." But he just told me, "Hey, Trev, you can do this. I'll walk you through everything. You're gonna be fine, but you can do it." So me and my 5 other buddies in my youth group, we went up on this hill, and we went off the mountain. It was 75 feet, very first time. My legs were shaking so bad. I was like, "Oh my goodness, I can't do this." They hooked me into the rope. I take one step back, my next step back, and I get to the ledge. And this is the part that gets everybody, right? Is the very last step, where you have to trust completely in your harness and the rope that's going to hold you up. And when I took that step, I realized, oh, my harness is going to hold me. I enjoyed it. I started jumping off the wall. I started running down it. We had a great time. But up to that point, I didn't think I could do it. I was so glad that I listened to my leader, Brother Coe, to go and try it and to do it. And that was the same for all the guys in our quorum. They all thought the exact same thing. They thought they couldn't do it, and then we all did it. And then a couple months later, we went down to Zions National Park, and we did some of the hardest canyoneering trails that this state has to offer, this world has to offer. Pine Creek, Birch Hollow, and these are canyoneering trips where you have to go down multiple rappels. It's not just one rappel. It's 5 to 8 different rappels in one slot canyon, where you're wading through water, and you don't know if you can do it. And you feel all a sense of hopelessness, but you're there with your brothers, you're there with your quorum, and you know you can do it. And that ended up being one of my favorite camping trips in my life, because we were able to finish the slot canyon. We were able to make it through all the freezing cold water temperatures. And if you're familiar with that, they're almost freezing. They're almost 36 to 38 degrees in the water, and you're rappelling down into water, and you can't move. Your legs are numb. You can barely unhook your rope. And we ended up finishing that entire trip, and it was one of my favorite trips. And ever since then, even after my mission, I've taken groups of 10 to 8 people on the same canyoneering trips, my friends, just because I know how fun they are and what they teach. They teach you discipline, they teach you can do hard things. So for example, last week, I took some friends, we went rappelling down waterfalls, down in Escalante. And they loved it. They thought they couldn't do it, but they ended up trying it. They trusted me, and we went out and we had a great time. And now they can say, "Hey, I can do hard things." And that's exactly what scouting teaches future missionaries. I can do hard things.